Yo. What's up? Just don't get too friendly with me. It's a waste of effort. Okie dokie, I won't. How are you would have done, but I guess that'll do. Please forgive her, she's not taking the whole thing very well. Is she like a noble's daughter or something? She's used to people at her hand. Her hand? Her foot? Her whim. There we are. People at her whim. Not hand. People at her whim. It seems like we're all in the same kind of predicament. It gets people on edge. You mean that you don't remember anything either? You have no idea why we're here. That's right. So where's Marco and this Apris? Mr. Marco went down to the basement to investigate it further. Mr. Apris went out to the courtyard to see if there's any other way out of here. We decided to stay here and watch over you, just to be on the safe side. Okay? Wait, what do you mean by another way out? Well, someone set up a stupid magical barrier around the whole place. Can you believe that? We're trapped in here like some rats. I'm getting a very date war vibe without romance or dating sims. You know, magical barrier outside and we're all trapped inside, something like that. Whoever thought this was a good idea is getting a punch in the face from yours truly. Good luck, they're probably not inside. Does anyone have some WD-40? We've got some hella creaky doors. Oh, Mr. Apris, you're back. It's no use. The barrier is a sphere. There's no getting out of here until we dissolve it or break it somehow. Have you tried digging? Maybe it doesn't go underground, maybe? No one said it's a very clever plan, alright? Oh my lord, you've all got a little taller. That dude is nearly like 7 feet tall. Or the perspective of this room is slightly off. The perspective of this room is slightly off. Right? I can't... Yeah, because this sofa is really low here. Like, really low. But these stairs are huge. You see what I mean? This thing here is like 6.5 foot, so this is like 2 feet. If the perspective's right. It must just be perspective making shit weird. Because otherwise, that is a sofa meant for dwarves and dwarves alone. So we're inside a stupid bubble. Great. Oh, they have tried digging. Right, that's how they know it's a sphere. Did you try kicking it? Go outside if you really want to. I did, actually. It didn't budge. Well, if it's no use, then it's no use. Oh, Mr. Apris. This is Miss Mariko. She just woke up. Miss Mariko, this is Mr. Apris. You know, if we could start using first names, I wouldn't mind particularly. Hey, you good? The kid said you almost hit your head when you fell. That would explain the headache if I do have one. Oh no, are you in pain, Miss Mariko? Hey, I might need some help here. Can you not say that in such a terrifying way, please? I found another one. Another one? They have names? You can call them people? Seriously? Just how many unlucky people ended up here? Wait here. What do you mean, wait here? We found someone else and only one person is allowed to go along. Oh dear, what happened to her? She appears to have the horrible anime disease of grey hair despite clearly being 20 or so. I found her like this at the end of the corridor. I treated her wounds for what it's worth. She's unconscious but alive. I was about to say what wounds, but if you've treated them, then I guess I wouldn't see them. Is there anything we can do to help her? For now, our best bet is letting her rest. Even if it turned out that one of us can use healing spells, we'd need our memories intact to be of any use in that regard. Can you not, like, scratch your hand? Or so? No, not scratch your hand. I never understand why they do that. You know when they say, oh, I need some blood. So they, like, cut there. You're going to be feeling that so much. Like, you know somewhere you're not going to feel? Your upper back. Like, here. When was the last time you touched there? When was the last time you touched that? Draw blood from there. What's wrong with you? And then once we do that, you can cut yourself there, and we can try and see if we have some sort of healing spell. And if you don't, you've got a cut in an inconsequential place where it doesn't matter. The possibility is always there, isn't it? Regardless, we can keep an eye out for some fresh bandages, assuming that there are any around here. And when I say cut your hand, I mean for like blood magic, by the way. That's more what I meant. I realized the implications of what I said soon after I said it. Otherwise, we'll need to use cloth or sheets to keep her patched up. Mr. Apris, would you mind putting her down on the sofa? She doesn't seem to have a fever, at least that's good. Well, there's not much point in staying here and worrying over her. We still have the rest of the building to investigate. Yeah, no one should be here unless she wakes up. She can wake up by herself and be terrified. I'd suggest staying in a group, or at least not going anywhere alone for safety reasons. But it's mostly your choice. Mostly your choice? Are you kidding me? That sounds like a terrible idea. Also, one person might always overlook something. That's actually a good idea. Aside from more potential victims, who knows who or what might still be lurking in this place. And nobody would be tempted to pull any suspicious shit behind everyone's backs while having someone to watch over them at all times while we're at it. Alright, I wasn't quite thinking that. I was thinking someone who's woken up crazy, but alright, yeah, one of us also could be a murderer. That too. And since you kindly point that out, Shiro, would you mind teaming up with me for the time being? Ha ha, if I must. I wanted to check what's upstairs. We might as well go there first. After you. They're going to be a troublesome pair. I expect to hear a scream from them in no time. I finally figured out, by the way. This right here, that's us. We were the one bleeding in the last place, hence why we looked so young. Our guardian, Ishin, never appeared on screen. So there you are. Personnel tips with Tenarium. Mr. Apris, would you be alright with checking this floor with Miss Mariko then? I wouldn't mind staying here and keeping watch over this girl. If she's here to wake up, it would be good for someone to be here with her. The voice of reason a minute after it happened. Let me be the one to do that then. I'm feeling a little dizzy. I could use the 4 more minutes of rest. Ah, alright then. Are you sure you'll be alright on your own? Yes, just go. Come on, let her be. Well, try not to take long. That's one lie told. Though I guess it's not much of a lie when my mind is really in a state of mess. I just need a moment to think at peace. This girl, I don't recognize her either. Hang on, do we know more than we've let on? Not a single person I met here, till now, feels familiar in any way. Who are these people? Why are we here? Did we know each other before we ended up here with our memories missing? Great, so you know nothing at all. You're worrying over literally nothing. Fantastic. This whole situation doesn't make any sense to me. And then there's... Yes, Mr... something French. Where's the catch? Feather. There we go. There is none, aside that it will cost you, of course. Oh, I'm sorry I don't have a single coin on me right now, but I can repay you later, I swear. Easy there. I know an interesting coin. You're not? What do you want in return, then? Oh, God, I'm not some sort of bizarre succubus now, am I? I want some of the dragon's blood. Oh, right, yeah, we already know this. Oh, wow. That's impressive. The game didn't linger on something we already knew. I played games where they keep lingering on it. It is really annoying. Though there's one thing I keep wondering about. Marco said that I look around 20 right now. He said 20s. I didn't think he said 20. If I'm to trust the bits of memory I have, I should have started aging twice as fast after the rite. I was supposedly 14 back then. So normally it would take me around 6 years to get where I am right now. Right, okay, so we've gone from 20s to 20. Under the rite's conditions, those 3 years would just be half to 3. Well, physically wise at least, my mental age and physical age should be considered separately at this point, I suppose. If it turned out that I really am 20 physically and mentally, I'd be 17 right now. There's like fuck all difference. I don't know how to tell you this. I'm really sorry. If I was 18, I'd look 22. If I was 20, I'd look 26. Then the differences would start to seep in. I have no idea how old I really am. I can say one thing for certain, though. I don't feel like a child anymore. Alright, there is a big difference between 14 and 17. Ishin? Ishin, are you there? It's a soul, not consciousness. There's no response. Does that mean that the ritual failed for some reason? Or is there simply something I'm not aware of? Probably something you're not aware of. Less sigh. This mansion, I get the feeling like I've been here before, actually. Then again, it might be giving me a sense of déjà vu, because I had lived in a mansion before. I used to live in one, didn't I? All of that couldn't have just been a dream. Is this where this is actually your own home and we've been trapped in? Also, I've just noticed, why is this blinkering here? You see this here? That's an ace. As in cards. Why? That's weird. Just something to point out. It might be a design choice, although we might be able to do magic tricks. Who knows? Someone might pull a rabbit out of a hat. Also, regarding my acquaintance with Fedor, I have no idea what happened afterwards, but there are vague and odd things I am able to recall about him. Like the type of jewellery he used to wear. What do you mean used to wear? You met him once. Or how I was surprised that Fedor had his ears pierced in a lot of different places. Yeah, that's just called being working class. I don't see the problem. How random is that? Not to mention useless in our current predicament. Wow, we really are a rich snob, aren't we? Oh, this person has multiple piercings in their ear. What sort of freakish hooligan does that? Hey, can you hear me? Is she waking up? You're Mariko, aren't you? I could hear all of you talking, even though I couldn't move. Did you now, so you're more or less aware of what we're dealing with? Straight in there. Don't worry, I don't want to know how she's doing either. We're trapped in this building. Nobody remembers anything, including how we got here. And it's advised to stick together until we know more. That's the gist of it. What about you? Can you remember anything? No. You people at least know what your names are. I can't seem to recall even that. Well, make it up. This is a new beginning. Call yourself Dave. You don't know what your name is? No, I don't. Well then, we could come up with something temporary for the time being. Shouting, hey you, all the time would be bothersome. What should we call you? Dave. Call me what you like, it doesn't seem that relevant. Dave! Unless you don't care, think about it at least. You know, if you feel like checking out that barrier yourself, you're free to go. I'm awake now, so keep watching over me is pointless. Wasn't the plan for us to stick together? I don't think I'd be able to walk at this moment. I don't want to be dragging you down. I can carry you there. That won't make you feel useless in any way, shape, or form. It will. Don't force yourself to sit here doing nothing on my behalf. And I won't lie, I am curious around the barrier they mentioned. But at the same time, I'm reluctant to leave this girl on her own. We have no guarantees that this place is safe. Leaving an injured person alone is risky. I'm gonna do this because I'm nice. I'm presuming that they're not lying about the barrier. I'm going to see it at some point anyway. This here is the more considerate option, and you need to make friends. I don't want curiosity to kill the cat. I don't feel like going anywhere. Suit yourself. Hang on, she's standing. I thought she couldn't walk. What is this? I guess she's not the talkative type. Oh, you got that, did you? From when she didn't say, I don't want to tell you my name? Or perhaps she's just saving her breath. She's injured after all. Then again, with our memories gone, there isn't much we can talk about to begin with, is there? What do you think about everyone? Well, I met them 5 minutes ago. Do they seem trustworthy to you? I'm not sure, to be honest. This whole situation has me a little on edge. But I suppose working together should be the fastest way to solving this whole predicament and getting out of here. I think so as well. What do you suppose is out there, though? What do you mean? We're assuming that we're trapped in here, but what if it's actually the other way around? What if someone set that barrier to keep us safe? I had thought about it, and then instantly dismissed it. I think... Put it this way, there's some sort of apocalypse, invasion, evilness, murdering, killing, all that sort of stuff, right? Outside. Do you think a magical fucking barrier is going to stop some random people? Also, if someone were trying to keep us safe from some sort of outside attack, don't you think that they would also be in here explaining it to us? Unless it was us and we had to forfeit our memory for it. Point still stands. You really think a magical barrier is going to keep a bunch of people who really, really want inside? They'd nuke the place. I mean, that's also a possibility, isn't it? That's actually a smart observation. There needs to be some kind of reason why we're here. And I'd certainly prefer to believe that someone didn't lock us up in here for their own entertainment. You mean like for some kind of experiment? Maybe. Or, well... If they did, and we somehow were to find out who that person is, I'm pretty sure all 6 of us will be breaking their legs. And arms. and fingers. Or just 5 of us. Yvonne doesn't seem like the violent type. You do have an odd sense of humour, Mariko. Well, I don't know, you normally make the best of a bad situation by laughing about it or something. We've gone for a few minutes and they're already gossiping about you. Well, at least they seem to be getting along. What's up? Look, you know what we look like, okay? Actually, no, that's a lie. Hang on, I'll change my camera and put us there or something. There you go. Now you can see us all. I was just stating a fact. Well, now that the wounded Miss is awake, proper introductions are in order, aren't they? We don't know her name. My name is Yvonne, this here is Mr. Apris, and that over here is Miss Mariko. And these strange circumstances aside, it's a pleasure to meet you, Miss... I've no idea. What are you going to do? Like, literally just say, I've no idea, that's her name from now on. Whoop-de-doo. Huh? Unlike the rest of us, she doesn't even remember her name. Oh dear, now that's troublesome. Thanks for pointing out the obvious, buddy. I said the same thing, she insisted that she doesn't care. Let's just call you White or something. White? Why are you going to call her like a dog? White? Your hair is white and most of your clothes are white. Most of her hair... What? The entirety of this is purple. Like sleeves, purple. This bit, purple. Legs, purple. This bit, greyish thing. This bit, greyish thing. The only bits are white are this and this. White. My hair colour is platinum blonde, thank you very much. That's just an excuse for people with white hair, isn't it? I'm platinum blonde, yeah, I'm strawberry blonde. No, you're ginger. Ugh. Whatever. Miss White it is. I don't even have the mind to comment on that. Nicknames aside, you really need to drop those honorifics. I'm pretty sure nobody here cares about such formalities. But that would be... I couldn't... So is she trying to say that she's a servant or something? It seems we're late to the party. I think that's what they're trying to infer. What's up? It's because you're moving like a child? I'm shorter than you are, show some understanding. You're not that much shorter. Suddenly the perspective looks okay now. Now that we're like closer to the room, we don't look like everyone is a giant. What is this understanding that you speak of? Not only Miss Mariko and Miss White are getting along. What was that? Girl, you need to get your ears checked. Is that supposed to be sassy? Girl? Sort of thing? I think you hit your nail on the head, Yvonne. Do you guys want me to scratch your eyes out? Great, I can... You're going to be antagonizing, and then something bad is going to happen, and then it's not going to be you, but we're going to blame you. I can see how this is going to play out. What? Oh, you're awake. I've been awake since before you even got here. 5 minutes ago. Let's not overstate how long it has been. Well, you should have said something. How do you feel? I imagine I've seen better days. It's hard to argue with that one. That's not the right answer. Like, at all. Let me check those makeshift bandages of yours. We might need to change them if they soaked through. There are lots of sheets we could use for that upstairs. Apris, we're counting on you. Why the hell am I supposed to go? Well, who else goes? Come on. Because that would be a very gentlemanly thing to do. Okay, suddenly I don't want you to go anymore. Just because of that. Besides, I've already been up and down those stairs once. Don't make me go through that again. I swear, you people. Do we need... is there really going to be a novelty dumb pervert scene? I swear, every time I see the word perverted or pervert in visual novels, I just sigh inwardly.